A wanted man from Washington State was arrested following a standoff with police. Just after noon yesterday, deputies responded to a trespass call on Southeast Aldercrest Road after someone told them that someone had been staying in a home that was supposed to be vacant. Once there, deputies found a stolen Chevy Tahoe in front of that home and identified the man inside of the house as Taylor David Martello, who had an active warrant out for his arrest. Deputies initially attempted to convince Martello to leave the home, but he refused, after which point the Clackamas County interagency SWAT team was called into the scene. After a standoff, a crisis negotiator was able to successfully negotiate Martello's surrender. Martello has since been lodged at the Clackamas County Jail on charges of violating a restraining order, possession of a stolen vehicle, and first-degree criminal trespassing.